Little change of pace. I have a business question now. I thought I'd throw this one to you, Stefan. So, Stefan, in your opinion, what do you think are the business priorities in the Bitcoin Cash ecosystem for, say, the next year?
I think somebody wrote a great article on read.cash where it was really about building the network effect, right? And I think we need to grow that. I love BCH. I think it fulfilled the original goal of Bitcoin: fast, cheap, and affordable and reliable transmissions of money. But I do think that we now need to build applications that reflect that so that we bring in the users. We need more users into this community. And we're driving away. I think we're moving and evolving from just being a community to actually being businesses inside an ecosystem, right? We now need to evolve to really being businesses and actually having professional relationships with parties across this to then make money in this ecosystem, right? We all got to make money. We all got to, in the end, pay our bills. But what I love about the opportunity with Bitcoin Cash is also the ability to create additional types of money on top of Bitcoin Cash with SLP, right? I'm super excited about SLP. The fact that we can create tokens on top of Bitcoin Cash and with some of the capabilities with some of the postage servers that are being developed or postage protocol to enable the fact that you can use your tokens on top of Bitcoin Cash without even any Bitcoin Cash. Is a true innovation that should, again, bring in different types of users that can relate to those tokens. And it's not going to cost them, what, $240 to engage? It could cost them 10 cents to get their first token, so they can also learn and onboard into crypto with something that's affordable. To me, what tokens create and what tokens represent is the change in definition of what wealth means. Wealth in the past has been hold on to your bank account, right? And have as much money and hoard as much money as you can in your bank account. And you're always worried about losing that money. And so you just hoard as much as you can and you continue to hoard, but it doesn't add any productive value. And I think with tokens, what we can do is change that definition by making a token associated with the breadth of tokens that you have. All of a sudden, wealth is defined with the amount of different tokens you have and the type of people that will, and communities that will accept each of those tokens. So it's a very different evolution. And I think we have to communicate that to the world and what that means and how the world is going to change with that and what business results come out of that. And so that's, to me, the exciting element. But in essence, we need to build that network effect. We need to build apps, and we need to have a reliable infrastructure to build apps on top of. And the apps is what's going to bring new users into this community. And that's going to allow us to all make a hell of a lot more money.
100%.
I'm not an ABC guy. I mean, I'm not, but I've always admired, the work and the tenacity and the beating that the ABC team has had to take and endure. And, in the end, I'm a big believer in choice, right? I think, the miners have the choice to choose who they want to use. And they've always chosen a protocol that gives us the reliable infrastructure that we as app developers want to tap into and rely on. We have to work together as this tri-party, right? The operating system with the miners and then with the app developers. So we need to collaborate around growing this ecosystem and achieving a viral network effect and growth around that is something we should all be thriving for.
100%. Yeah. Shama Chancellor has been talking a lot about some similar ideas. Have you seen his stamp? Yeah.
No, I love that concept, right? Again, it's it's tapping into the viral capability of email, right? So I've got email. I can then put a price tag to my email to be able to then communicate to others. I want you to read mine. If this email is worth $100 to me, and so if you've got $100, when you read that email and respond to it, you can then be rewarded for that. That's a huge element to it. And I think that virality associated with some of the applications associated with Stamp, right? There are lots more of applications around that. Again, drive more user adoption, and again, change the perspective of wealth. And if we can do that with different types of tokens and different types of stamps, yeah.